Welcome back to AmbitionZ VapeR. Today's review is going to be on the Dotmod Petri 24mm tank version. Okay? Let's take a look at it. So this was sent to me from Dotmod. For the purpose of this review, it's not going to change my opinion of this tank. It's a 24mm, 24 karat gold-plated sub-ohm tank. It uses Coil Art's Dotmod branded coil heads. Comes with a 26 gauge twisted coil head and a 26 gauge Clapton coil head. They're both fully capable of going up to 70 watts. So what we're going to do in this review is we're going to dive down. We're going to take a look at it. I'm going to show you everything. Then we're going to come back up, vape on it, talk on it, pros and cons, final thoughts. If a mugger stole my book bag, would I go out and buy this bad boy? Let you know how much they are, where you can find them, and we'll get out of here like usual. So sit back, relax, grab a vape. Let's dive down. I'll see you guys in a minute. Dotmod's Petri tank, 24mm version. All right. It's the box that it comes in. It's just like your other packaging, okay? Petri Tank V1 24mm by Dotmod. All right, so that should clarify any questions that you have. Open the box up. You're going to get a beautiful logo, some gold trim. Very nice. You're going to get your tank. And this tank comes with Coil Art Dotmod branded coil heads, okay? It comes with a twisted 26 gauge twisted and a 26 gauge Clapton. Both go up to 70 watts. And this is the twisted and the other one is the Clapton. I've been using both to give you guys a, it says by Coil Art. Typically I haven't really liked Coil Art coils, but these have actually been really good for some reason. I don't know why, but they've not been bad. Additional glass piece in O-rings. All right. Additional O-rings, okay. Drip tip. It is a glass drip tip with a gloss finish. All right, additional one, which is very nice as well. They also give you an Allen key. Certificate of authenticity. The Petri tank, Petri, I call it Petri, okay. The Petri tank 24mm by Dotmod. My serial number is 16. You can find them at dotmod.net. Thank you very much once again, Dotmod, for sending this my way for review. I highly appreciate it. I will have the 22mm to compare with you guys in a later date. Here is the Petri tank. 24 karat gold plated. All right. Has the same airflow as the RTA version. It's going to have your Dotmod logo on the bottom. It's going to say Petri tank, 24mm, and my serial number to add it up is 16. You can definitely take this off. It's held on by an O-ring very loosely, but once it's on a tank, it does have a nice tolerance to it, or once it's on a device, it has a nice tolerance to it, okay? Once you do on that side, it will do it to the other side, okay? A nice knurling to grab it, all right? Top fill design, nice drip tip. It's held on by two O-rings. There's a nice knurling on the top as well to grab it, to fill it. And it's pretty simple. You just fill it in between and you're ready to rock and roll. That's peak insulator on there that surrounds the coil to help heat dissipation, and it's even conicaled out up top, which is a very nice touch, which adds to the flavor on this tank. You can also take the glass off. And you can take out the coil head. Nice threads. These threads are buttery smooth. Everything's 24 karat gold plated. All right. 2 O-rings for the glass. I wish they did 2 O-rings for this. This is the 26 gauge Clapton. 70 watts, as you can see. All right. 24 karat gold plated as well. All right. Nice threads. Nice airflow. Nice juice flow holes. That diameter is about I'd say about 3mm in diameter, and you can tighten it because this stops. It doesn't continuously spin, so it's not very hard to do that. I'm gonna take some Kilo E-Liquids Milk and Cookies Black Series version. Unicorn bottle, glass dripper, it does not matter. nice and snug. And there you go. Open the airflow, and then this ends up to be a decent tolerance to it. That's a close-up of the Petri tank by Dotmod. 24mm version. Let's go back up to FaceTime Vape on this, talk on it, pros and cons, final thoughts, and yeah, see y'all in a minute. We are back from the close-up. I would have had it on there in this review. I would have used it, but there's a really, really low ramp-up time using this sub-ohm tank on a mech mod. I have it on the Adonis Max 100-watt single 26650 box mod stabilized wood from Arctic Dolphin. I'll have a review on this very soon for you guys. Have it at 70 watts. It is a 0.38 ohm build. They're 0.4 ohm coils, okay? And let's have a vape. Airflow is a little bit cut off, about a third of the way. Very nice vapor production. It's a very nice tank as well. It's a very well-rounded tank. The coil heads. I want to go over the coil heads first. Well, they're made by CoilArt, and my experience with CoilArt's coils have been a little bit on the fence. Don't really like them. Maybe once in a while I like them. I haven't really been a huge fan of their coil heads. But I must say, these coil heads have been functioning very well. Maybe it's the device that it's in. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because of the restrictiveness or the type of airflow as well, and the conical design inside of the top of the Petri tank. That could definitely be a reason why I've been enjoying it more, but I'm not sure. I've really been enjoying these coil heads. The airflow on this is exactly identical to the airflow on the RTA version. So this is the 24mm RTA, and this is the 24mm sub-ohm tank. All right, that airflow is identical. It's the exact same size. It's the exact same airflow, but the top caps are different. The drip tips are the same. It's pretty similar. This has a more conical design than the tank version. It's a really nice tank. It's made out of 24 karat gold plated. Very nice. Great connectivity. I've had this for about a month. I haven't had any chipping. I've been taking it off out devices and putting it back on and filling it up and moving it around and putting it in this pack and putting it in this backpack, and so I haven't noticed any chipping. The threads on this is buttery smooth threads. Dotmod has beautiful threads. Now the airflow ring control is very loose. When you take it off a device, you can really just pull that off and on a little bit too easily, in my opinion. But once it's on a device and it sits flush on the box mod, the pressure from the atomizer in the box mod or the device that you have it on will create a nice tension. I will have the 22mm version very soon, and I will do a comparison review for you guys. The O-rings on the drip tip are very nice. You can use your own 510 drip tips in these devices, but you have to take this drip tip off to put that one on. The O-ring show. It might look a little wonky to some people, so you might like that, you might not like that. Okay, I just want to mention it. This does use 510s. It is 510 compatible. Filling it is a breeze. Okay, it comes with 2 coil heads, one twisted, one Clapton. Very nice. Both 0.4 ohm coils. 70 watts is a decent wattage. The 22mm version holds 1.9 mLs of e-liquid. There's no information on this tank doing this review because it's not out yet. Okay, so any information I'm giving you on these Dotmod products, there's not a lot of information out on them. By the time that you see this review, there probably is information during that time. But on this 24mm tank, there is no information besides what is provided to me from the box. Dotmod's very busy. I've asked for their information and specs on these devices, but they haven't given me, they've responded, but hasn't given me that information. So it is what it is. But so the 22mm version holds 1.9. I believe that this probably holds roughly around 2.9 mLs of e-liquid. But that's a rough estimate. I'm not 100% sure. I need to mention that as well. Don't hold me to it, okay? I'm just giving you what I think. It's 2 millimeters larger, so it's going to hold obviously more e-liquid, but I'm just giving a guesstimate. It doesn't guzzle through juice. It doesn't go through juice super fast. I don't get spit back. I don't get dry hits. It works very efficiently. You can use 70-30, 80-20, max VG, 50-50. It doesn't matter. It all functions beautifully. As long as you stay at the 70 watts and below. I can't mention or speak on above 70 watts. You probably will get dry hits. Now let's talk about the flavor. I really like this tank. I'm not really like an all-day tank type of guy, but I do like tanks from time to time when I'm lazy and I don't feel like dripping and all that. And this tank has really good flavor. It even has a conical design below the drip tip on the top cap portion that I showed you down low. That's even conicaled out. So at least they did add a little bit of a conical design. So I do get good flavor. I would say it's not the best flavor I've had, but it's up there. It's really clean, crisp flavor. They probably will come out with additional drip tips that you can do matchy and stuff, because I would like to have that color to match that. I think that would look beautiful. How long the coils last? Well, that really depends on how much you vape, how sweet your e-liquid is. Now, what's good about this tank is that if you run out of coils, I don't know if the price is different between Dotmod coils and regular coils. I'm thinking they're the same exact thing, but you can purchase those in a variety of different places. So it should be easily accessible to be able to purchase additional coil heads for this tank. Now, if a mugger stole my book bag, and this was in the train, and this was in my book bag on the train, and somebody stole it, I would go out and buy it. If I was looking for a sub-ohm tank, and it's just gorgeous. You can find the Petri tank at purecoils.com. Link on screen and description. It was sent by Dotmod, most definitely. Now, this isn't going to be on purecoils.com website right now. It's going to be on their website in the very near future. But they do have the 22mm version on their website, and it's $50. $50 for this tank, I think, is a great price point. I definitely recommend it. Definitely 2 thumbs up from AmbitionZ VapeR. It's definitely a 2 thumbs up sub-ohm tank. Speaking on the Dotmod situation, you know, I've heard from one side, I've heard from the female that worked at Dotmod that, you know, something big happened and it got stolen from her and this and that. So the original members of Dotmod do not work at Dotmod anymore. It's owned by, I guess, a corporation. I'm not sure. I want to hear the other side of the story. I just wanted to let you guys know that I've heard something about it, and I don't know if you guys knew that or not. I'm not getting into it. I'm Mississippi or I'm Switzerland on the whole thing. I'm just giving you information, and that's it. There's always 2 sides to a story, you know, but it is what it is, man, and they're still making products, and I've definitely been enjoying them and definitely liking them. If you, I left a comment on my Facebook page. If you don't follow me on Facebook, you should, because there's a lot of different, you know, information and things linger around on my Facebook page. All the links are in the description of every video if you'd like to go follow me over there. I have a Stay Juiced Up Facebook page that we all talk and communicate to one another, and I show them new products that I haven't reviewed yet. So definitely go follow me over there if you're interested. That's what I got for you today, squad. I hope you found this video helpful or informative. If you did, you know what to do. I give you content daily, 1080p, 60 frames per second. Don't waste your effing bandwidth not being subscribed to this channel. Remember, squad, stay juiced up. Smoking is gone, vaping is on. Let's vape on.